Wiggity wiggity, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my podcast. I'm walking home right now, so this is the first ever walk cast. This is my new genius invention. Basically, it's a podcast while walking. Oh god, I look like an ostrich. We're filmed in front of a live studio audience of whoever I walk past today. Just got off the bus. That was pretty fire. That's gonna be our first topic today. We're gonna talk about the bus. Oh my goodness. I've been trailing this girl in front of me. We got off at the same stop. I've been trailing her for all like 3 blocks. I feel like a pervert. Whatever. Anyway, we're gonna talk about the bus. I don't like the bus. I hate it, actually. It's Denver public transit. Needs a serious reform. It's really flawed, actually. I don't like it. It smells like cigarettes. The buses smell like cigarettes and weed because there's a lot of people that probably smoke on the bus. Actually, I feel like that's illegal, but they definitely smell like it. Oh god. Anyway, I do like the light rail though. The light rail, I think it's just a lot better upkept than the bus system. Yeah. Dude, if I don't make this traffic bad, I'm exploding. Gotta make this. Yeah, we're there. Yeah, we're green. The bus, it's just not well made. It's kind of scary. I feel like I would get kidnapped and murdered on a bus. A train, on the other hand, trains are cool. That person just decided to walk in pretty much oncoming traffic, actually. What the hell? There were, like, cars coming, and they decided to start walking. That's really ill-informed decision-making. Oh, hi there. They just turned, like, right in front of me. No respect for pedestrians nowadays, sorry. Anyways. I think that's enough said about public transit. I hate it. It needs a total reform. Trains are cool. Trains are always cool. The light rail actually functions. Like, it's like legally, it has to like stop at red lights and stuff, which is funky. Because I don't feel like any other trains have to do that. Anyways. I had some requests from my amazing audience. Oh my goodness. About reptiles. So I guess we're gonna talk about reptiles. We're gonna start off. I think they wanted me to talk about turtles. Press 1 in the chat. Turtles. I mean, they're a funky animal. Ooh. Because turtles, they have built-in body armor. That's not anything you see on any other animal. I mean, I guess the closest you would get is like probably horns, like rhinos, narwhals. Elephants have tusks, but that's not armor. That's a weapon. Built-in weapons on animals. That's sick as hell. One day evolution will bring it so that I have guns built into my body. One day, one of these days, we're gonna Darwinism our way up to having ammunition come out of my wrist or whatever. But for now, the closest we get is rhinos with a big old horn. Let's go back to turtles. How does the shell work? I think it's like bones. I think their shell is like an exterior bone. There's a stop sign. Okay. I think it's like an exoskeleton, like an ant or something. You know, bugs. Their bones are on the outside. That doesn't make any sense. And I'm pretty sure you can't remove a turtle from its shell or it just like dies. I'm not a turtle expert. And then we're staying on reptiles here. Snakes are reptiles, right? Yeah. Snakes, they don't have any limbs. They just slither around. How does that work? This wind is doing me dirty right now. Oh my goodness. I look like someone's divorced lesbian mother. It is really cold today. It snowed while I was in Spanish. I could see it from the window, and it was snowing at lunch too, but not as much. It was wonderful. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful sight, frankly. Look, there's snow on the ground all over here. Now it's not snowing anymore, and it's just windy and freezing, and frankly, I kind of want to die, but I'm right close to home. We should be good. It's seriously, I feel like it wouldn't be that bad if it wasn't blowing me like a freaking blow dryer. We're gonna talk about roads real quick. Denver, it's a funky town because we have this little grid shift thing, and frankly, it's ridiculous. Why can't we just continue on the same lines that we made? Seriously, look at this. I have to cross from here, am I getting it? All the way over there. Because they decided to randomly just mess up every single road along this certain line. And so I have to make this Darien gap of a crosswalk. It's not even a crosswalk, it's just, there's two of the ramp things. So it's like an invisible crosswalk if you think about it. Like, why couldn't we just have continued building on this grid? We set up an amazing grid. Not amazing, but it's something. I'm gonna say randomly. Okay, so we need to build more roads. We got this grid here, so we can just build off of that, right? Now let's shift the whole thing like 43 degrees and just look at this. It's another Darien Gap crosswalk. Horrible. This entire distance. Hi, car. And this is a four-way intersection, but it's horribly confusing. That car right behind me right there, they just signaled to turn left on this, which is like technically that's straight. I was thinking they were going that way. Why? Maybe their signal was just on. But why? You shouldn't. First of all, I think that's just the driver's fault. But seriously, what is going on there? This horrible road system, generally, pretty much all forms of transit in this city are kind of really bad. Seriously, we went over public, because you could get one of these guys. Hi, scooter. That's just horribly dangerous. I don't know. I feel like I don't hear that much about people like dying on electric scooters. I feel like that's something that very much happens, though. You see people, no helmet, no nothing, riding 30 miles an hour down a busy street. A lot of times they go like the wrong way. It's insane. Just no care in the world for cars. In the middle of the road, doing who knows what. Okay, we're going back to the grid shift. What the hell is even this? What is this? This is a four-way. This is three. How does that happen? I need to go backwards. I missed the sidewalk turn. I'm too locked into the podcast. Wow, it was only 10 minutes home? That's nice. I really hope there's no, GeoGuessr Pro in here. They're not coming. Yeah, they're all the way over there. There's no GeoGuessr Pro in here tracking my background and finding out where I live. There's probably a solid 30-second silence in there from that. What is it? Traffic light. But, we made it in one piece. I might have to cut off a couple fingers when I get home. I feel hypothermatic. I don't think that's a word. What's up, guys? Hold on, I just gotta get in. Keys are fun. I mean, how do we think of that? Just shove this thing in there. And there's a ton of different kind of keys. Where are they? Okay, we found them. Close one. But, I mean, they're just silly, is what they are. Is this gonna open? I might have to. Oh, shoot! We're good. We're good. I'm just gonna have to put you guys down. Is my lock frozen over? Okay. Come on. I picked up my phone, and you know how you can press the volume buttons to record stuff, or just to take a picture. I accidentally grabbed it by the volume button, and so what ended up happening was it ended the recording. So I'm gonna have to edit this together, and that's gonna add a solid 30 more minutes of suffering making this podcast to my life. Podcasting is a real job. All you blue collar workers complain about your life, try making a podcast. It's the hardest thing in the world. I had a fun idea for this podcast. Hold on, give me a second. I need to make some room. I gotta do some things. Move this. Yeah, we should be good. Can I set you here? Hey, it's the OG podcasting spot. Why is my shirt is it's itchy. It feels like it's filled with bugs. My hands are really cold. Is this gonna come up? Oh, this is probably, I'm not sure if it's gonna come up backwards in the final recording. It might flip around, I don't know. These are Frank's Red Hot Spicy Gummy Bears. I got these in my stocking for Christmas. I haven't tried them yet because they sound horrible. Spicy gummy bears. Frank's Red Hot in gummy bears. This is like chicken wing sauce. Why would you put that on a gummy bear? I'm not sure if the flavors are any different, if some of them are spicier than others. It doesn't say anything about it, but let's try, guys. Who opened this? Who designed this? Look at this. Look how tiny these ridges are. How am I supposed to rip that? I gotta open it from the top. Why would you design packaging like this? Ah! Some companies just want us to suffer. I'm gonna go grab scissors, actually. I need to test something. I'm not sure if you can still hear my audio while I'm up. I'm gonna try to do 30 minutes this episode. Where are my scissors? I mean, there's a pretty good chance you can hear me. I'm not sure, because I've got an AirPod in. I'm not sure if the audio is recording from the AirPod or from my phone. We'll figure that out later. If you couldn't hear me there, what I said is I'm going to try to make this podcast, this episode. Is there gummy bear? There is. Is it melted? Ew. It's like melted and dried, I think. I'm going to try to make this episode 30 minutes. That coming in. It actually smells pretty good. I was thinking that I was gonna like gag eating this. They kind of smell wonderful. I might be enjoying myself here. It took about 10 minutes before I accidentally ended my first recording, so we're gonna try to get this one to 20. Let's look at the colors here. So if you see on here, this packaging, look at all these fun colors. There's red, orange, green, yellow, dark red, orange, lighter orange, yellows, clear yellows, all the yellows. I'm looking in here. I only see orange. Oh, there's a couple greens in there, actually. Food dyes are weird because I don't know where they come from anymore. I know back in the day, ancient Egypt, wherever. Ooh, this is a big clump. Ancient Egypt, wherever, they, like, would crush up, like, bugs and stuff. Like, there would get, like, beetles and just... And that would make dyes for clothing and whatever. That, I don't think, is a thing that happens anymore. I need to blow my nose. I'll do that after I try this one. This is a red one, so... Strawberry, I think. I'm not sure if this is in order. This is a pretty strawberry looking gummy bear. I don't know where dyes come from anymore. That's where we were. Because they used to come from beetles, flowers, wherever. I'm pretty like 100% sure that they don't do that anymore. I think they just make them in a factory with magic. Pigment. Is that hyperpigmentation? Gummy bear. I'm not getting any spice. Oh. It's got a little kick to it. I mean, it tastes like a gummy bear. Okay, the spice. Ooh, oh, it's a slow burn. It comes in. Ooh, it's like a throat burn. Ooh. It's like rough. It feels like sandpaper almost. Not like the gummy bear, like the burn. It just kind of tastes like a normal gummy bear, and then you like just put like a little bit of capsaicin in your mouth. That's what makes things spicy, right? Capsaicin. I don't know. It was actually quite nice. I'd prefer it without the burn, to be honest. I don't think gummy bears should hurt. They weren't that bad. I don't know, maybe. Okay, we're gonna see if, I think this is pineapple. Yeah, this is pineapple. We're gonna see if this one, I don't know, maybe they mess around with the spices in the lab wherever they make these. I would hope these are coming from a lab, to be honest, because this doesn't seem like a human-made thing. So I feel like whoever made these, whoever came up with the idea, who was the guy who came into the meeting room and pitched, what if we put hot sauce in gummy bears? Oh! Whoa, the pineapple's that's got a lot more kick to it. Whoa. That one's like top of your mouth. Maybe I chewed it more, I don't know. Oh, that was spicy. That one was not very good, to be honest. These are interesting. These are fun. I mean, why do we make spicy things? I think, yeah, peppers originally were the whole spice thing. It's like pepper. It's like a defense method. It's so, ooh, that thing burns me. I don't want to eat it. We breed peppers specifically to be spicier now. I mean, it's not enjoyable. I mean, maybe to some level, you can get it tingles, ah. But eventually, it's just unbearably painful. What flavor is this? I think this is lemon. I don't know, it looks more orange than yellow to me, so. I mean, it's kind of yellow. Ooh, in the sunlight. Oh, yeah, there's kind of ink all over my fingers because I was in Spanish, and I don't know what happened. My pen broke. There was like a little wire thing like sticking out of it. I think it was coming from the pen. Lemon. I feel like sour and spicy should go there. That's a really good lemon flavor. I haven't gotten the spice yet. It just kind of tastes like lemon, right? Ooh. It's a... Okay, that's not the best. I don't like that. Whoa! Whoa! I think it's just the spice building up. I don't think they're spicier individually. I think it's just that I'm having one after another, and the burn from the last one is still kind of there, and so it builds up. Pens. I'm going to talk about pens now. Why? Why do we need pens? Why do we need pencils? I mean, it's to write, I guess. I feel like, well, there's a billion other ways to write. I guess the pen and the pencil is the easiest. I mean, I don't want to be carving in the stone tablets like an ancient Mesopotamian. Where does ink come from? I mean, squids make ink. But pen ink is not squid ink, to my knowledge. I don't think we do that. I think that would be unethical, actually. PETA would protest about that. I mean, is it just like black stuff and like a little bit of water, a little bit of oil maybe? They put like oil in the pens and they're like to spice. Okay. They put like oil, like if you like take apart your pen. I've got a pen right here. I can't take it apart because it's a Bic. And these don't come apart, which is no fun. I like the ones that come apart. I like the clicky ones. The clicky ones are so much fun. I've looked at those. I actually know how they work. I could grab an RTD pen right real quick. Those are like clear, and so you can like see the mechanism in it. It's really cool. Okay, we're not gonna talk about that. If you look in here, you can see this is the ink. Why is it? Whoa, what is this blue? What? What is that? Anyway, as I was saying, they put a little bit of oil or some thick substance, like above the ink, like after the ink, because it's different densities. And it doesn't come out. I think that's magic, because it goes down. It goes down with the ink. Like when the ink goes down, the whatever it is goes down. So it's like, it's not solid, it's liquid. What is it? Why does it not, like you can shake it as much as you want. It never comes out. I think this is mango. This is mango, yeah. Are we excited for the gross gummy bear? This one's not that good. The lemon one so far is my favorite. Ooh, actually, I mean, it's decent. Pens, that's what we're talking about. I mean, how did we evolve from... Give me a sec to finish the word. Pens really come from feather and quills, don't they? I mean, did I say feather and quills? Ink and quill. A feather is a quill. Yeah, I don't like that. That I said that. That's stupid. Where were we? Feathers, quills, feathers are quills. As I was saying, this episode is going to have a lot of empty space. I don't know. I feel like I haven't been as constantly talking as I have in the last episode. Ooh. There we go. Quills are weird. Why do we think that feathers would make a good writing apparatus? That's a fun word. Apparatus. I mean, you dip it in the ink. That's just horrible. You can't find any way. And then we have like fountain pens, which a fountain pen is pretty much just a quill. If you really look at it, if you really look at how it's made, how it looks, how you write with it, it's not anything like a roller point pen, roller point, roller. I'm sure this is labeled. Okay, that's not help. Round stick. It's still backwards, I think. It's not in focus. Round stick. It's called a cylinder. Yeah, it's round. It's a stick. Who came up with that name? Some genius. Some genius in the headquarters. Oh, round stick. It's a pen. Round stick. Green. What flavor is this? This one. Oh, that one I just ate was orange. This is the mango one. Why is mango green? Mango, I guess mangoes are like sometimes a little bit green. It's orange. On the inside, it's orange. Why is it green? This is green as apple or lime. It's green apple or lime. Mango? Come on. And it's like all the other gummy bears are red, yellow, orange, yellow. Like they look like hot sauce. Green, what do we want? Salsa verde? It's Frank's Red Hot. It's red as in the name. Green. This one's actually really nice. Oh! Okay, that one's... I don't like it. No. Okay, I think the mango one might be the worst one yet. They would be decent. Whoa. They would be decent as regular gummy bears. But why? Why would you put Frank's Red Hot in that? Speaking of, it says made with Frank's Red Hot. This feels way spicier than Frank's Red Hot. Maybe it's just because it's unexpected. When I go into a chicken wing, I expect that with Frank's Red Hot to be spicy. I do not expect a gummy bear to come with a kick, so maybe it's a mental thing. I don't know. Let's talk about stuff. That's what we do on podcasts. Podcasts are fun. I feel like I talked about that. Yeah, I talked about that on the last episode. You freak watching me. Candles. It's a light source, but it's just a tiny little fire. My question, why does the candle have to be wax? Why does wax have to be there? I'm going to think about this logically for once. We're taking a big venture today. I'm going to not just ask stupid questions and wonder. I'm going to think with logic. The wax is there because you burn the wick. Wax doesn't burn, so the wax is there to make it burn longer. Why don't you just put peat on that? Have some zombie fire stuff. We're going back in. I have some, Takis lollipops. Takis. Takis. I don't know what you call that. Okay, I just smelled it again. It actually smells kind of horrible now. We're gonna put this away. This is gonna go. Candles. Fire. Fire is cool. Is fire technically, it eats food with gasoline, whatever you used to burn it. And it breathes. It needs oxygen. Is fire alive? Is fire alive? I feel like, yeah, the lighting is way better right here. Yeah, fire, that's you could think about that. Is that, where do you draw the line on living? Because hear me out, a fire comes up, it burns, it dies. It takes energy, it breathes, it needs oxygen. I think a fire might be alive. Fires are organisms, I guess. I don't know. I'm not an animal expert. We're coming up on that 20-minute mark. I think I kind of want to go longer, to be honest. I feel like this has been a nothing burger of an episode. I feel like I want to go more in depth into something. I'm going to look around until I see something that I can talk about. Photographs. That's magic. How does that work? How do cameras work? How do they see? How do they process images? Seriously, is it like, I'm gonna be honest, it takes in light, and then for a phone, it like transfers the light it takes in, it processes that, and it puts it into an image, it calculates the pixels, whatever. How do old cameras work? How do they put the light and the colors, really? How do they put that onto the little... Is someone home? Okay, podcast over. Maybe? We're going on a trip. I don't know. Hi, Burger. I think we're good. Where were we? Photos. How does it put light into, I guess the whole idea is that it takes the light, it puts it into it takes the light. No. We're not gonna talk about this. How does it take the light and put it into the photo? Like, how does that... I know about, like, they put them in the dark rooms and then the light, it develops. How does that work at all? That's just simply witchcraft wizardry, frankly. I get drawing pictures. Drawing makes sense. I got it figured out. So, basically, when you take the picture, it takes all the light. There's a tiny little man in the camera. There's a little a little guy in the camera. He stares really hard, ingrains it into his memory. But, he doesn't have enough space, enough materials to, put it down. So when you take it to a development place, like the red rooms, in the whatevers, the dark places, they come out in the dark. They can sneak around in the dark. And they paint the pictures. Okay, we gotta figure out. There's still ink on my hand, seriously. Who came up with ink? Pencils. Why are pens still in use? I feel like pencils are just superior in every way, to be honest. Oh, my posture. My posture's pretty bad. I don't have anything more to say. We're at 22 minutes on this recording, and then there was the 10-minute recording earlier for me. My walkcast, that's the word for it. My invention, my amazing invention. I think one day I want to do one on the bus. I think that would be funny. I don't have enough courage for that right now, to be honest. I had to hush up when someone would walk past me for half a second because I was talking about stupid stuff. Everyone have a nice day. Thank you for watching my podcast all the way to the end, if you skip to the end for some reason and you didn't watch the rest of it. Suck a fat one. Flip you. Goodbye, everyone.